They say you're intelligent. You've mastered your career, navigated complex social circles, and built a life others envy. Yet when you walk through your front door, you turn into a ghost, a shell of the person you claim to be. You are trapped in a cycle of emotional erosion, and the worst part, you know exactly what is happening. You aren't blind, you're just paralyzed. Why do the brightest minds fall for the darkest traps? It isn't stupidity, it's actually your own hyperintelligence weaponized against you. When you are intelligent, you are prone to cognitive dissonance on steroids. You tell yourself, if I just explain this better, they will understand. You treat a toxic partner like a complex logic puzzle. You think if you gather enough data, present enough evidence, and optimize your communication, the error in their behavior will be corrected. But you aren't dealing with a logic puzzle. You're dealing with a predator. See, toxic individuals operate on emotional volatility, not rational discourse. You're playing chess, but they're flipping the board and setting the table on fire. Your intelligence makes you a master at rationalizing. You make excuses for them. They had a rough childhood. They're just stressed. They're actually quite brilliant in their own way. You use your high cognitive function to build a cage of excuses around their abuse. You are essentially gaslighting yourself to maintain the status quo. You feel the slow rot of your self-esteem. You start to measure your worth by how well you can manage their moods. This is the trauma bond. It's a neurological addiction. The intermittent reinforcement, the moments of kindness sprinkled into a sea of cruelty, creates a chemical spike in your brain that mimics the intensity of a drug. Your intellect tells you to run, but your biology is screaming for the next fix. You've become an addict to your own suffering. You are the architect of your own prison, and you're using your genius to reinforce the locks. It ends now. If you want to break the cycle, you have to stop thinking and start acting. First, the observer protocol. For the next 48 hours, stop trying to fix the relationship. Become a cold, detached observer. Log every incident of manipulation in a private journal. Do not react. Do not explain. Just record the data. When you see your reality written in black and white, your rational mind will finally be forced to confront the objective truth. Second, the grey rock method. Become as uninteresting as a stone. When they provoke you, give one-word answers. Do not show emotion. Toxic people feed on your intellectual defense, your tears, and your anger. If you stop providing the food, they will eventually move on to hunt easier prey. Finally, break the dopamine loop. You need a physical disruptor. Every time you feel the urge to reconcile or explain yourself, change your environment immediately. Leave the room, go for a run, or call someone who has no connection to this person. You must starve the trauma bond of its chemical triggers. You have spent years using your intelligence to hold this relationship together. Use that same brilliance to dismantle it, piece by piece. You aren't losing a partner, you are reclaiming your mind. End. The tragedy isn't that you stayed. The tragedy is that you thought you were the only one who could save them. You were never the hero of this story. You were the bait. Take back your power, silence the noise, and walk away, before there is nothing left of you to save. Subscribe to Mindshade, and stop being the victim of your own brilliance. If something in this video made you stop and think, you already know what to do. Subscribe, so the next time Mochi has something to say, you are already there. And if this one hit, leave a like. It tells Mochi he is not talking to an empty room. As always,